I'll be using visual models, I'll be using cameras, as well as all the sensing that's going on as well, the feedback from all the the guns, the jacks, and whatever they've got these days that you can see. I was a race mechanic and engineer in Formula One. I ran my own business for 10 years, and I've returned to the sport in management. And here, if it was up to me, here is where I would utilise AI to save time in the factory and time on the track. So one of my first roles, or my first role, was a test team mechanic, and then onto the race team as race team mechanic in Formula One. And here's a quick win, I think, for AI. And again, this is based on if I had a say, and I am not part of that sharp end anymore. I'm in a different area. What I would use, if it was up to me, AI in Formula One would be during the pit stops. Now, you've all seen pit stops. The car comes in. There's a huge amount of activity. Absolutely fine-tuned, incredible athletes. These guys are way more athletic than we were back in the day. When I was doing it, when I was doing pit stops, we had a refueler. So our pit stops were always only as long as the refuel window. So when they were refueling, it was around about 6 seconds. We still had to be quick, and we were still knocking out probably sub 3 second pit stops. So a quick win for AI, the way I would see it, is that you have all of the guns, and they're all now linked these days to electronically, and they weren't back in my day. And you put your hand up when you were done. So what happens is it hits that torque, and it knows that that wheel's done. It goes green. They all go green. Have some form of electronics that will then tell whoever to release the car. I'm not saying that it isn't already. It might well already be employed, but how I would do it, if it's up to me, was I would use AI to use that human-esque decision-making pattern in an absolute split second to whether cars can be released. And it would consume all manner of data and metrics. Yes, you can have it as a piece of software that says, if all 4 green lights, then let go, blah, 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 and jacks and all sorts of things. But I think doing, just to optimize this that little bit more, is just have a couple more sensors in and around the car, even a visual model, because AI can now process visual images real time, is integrate a camera aspect of what it's looking for, as well as all the signals that are coming to and fro the pit stop to say whether or not that car can be released or not. It's going to shave off thousandths of a second or 100th of a second, but that's time that you're going to be saving on track whilst you're sat in the pits. So any gain is prudent to be had in Formula One, but that's how I would do it. I would be using visual models, I would be using cameras, as well as all the sensing that's going on as well, the feedback from all the the guns, the jacks, and whatever they've got these days that you can see. That's how I would use AI for a relatively quick win in Formula One. Any time saved using AI is time saved on the track. Yeah, I'm Neil. Thanks for watching. Follow if you want. Ask any questions if you want to know where I would deploy AI in certain areas of Formula One. Catch me on the next video.